put a chicken in and make her name it gay!
G'day guys and welcome back to Casual Rage. Prepare to start the show, R2. This is where the fun begins. Yo, g'day guys and welcome to Casual Rage 192, where we casually rage out about the topics of the week. Of course, we do have a bit of Star Wars news. I had a lot more slated. We've got a couple of trailers to watch as well, but I had a lot more slated. I'm having some major, I don't know if it's internet issues or whether or not it's Twitter issues. Because other things are working, but then some things aren't working, and it's driving me crazy. Because I don't think I might have to use my phone, but I don't think we're going to be able to do Seal of the Week today. Anyway, we've got a little bit to go through that I've actually got available, but yeah, it's actually really annoying. It's pissing me off. How you all doing? I hope you're doing good. Good to see you all. Who we got here? We got Mud Crab. We got Aunt Jemima. We got Mike Hill. Mike, he sent me so much stuff this week, and I can't even get to it. Like, this is what's coming up. It's just something went wrong. Try reloading. This is what's happening to my Twitter at the moment. And even like when I go to messages or notifications pop up. But like, I've been trying this for ages. So you can see the tabs across the top. I had more tabs than this. And then I had more tabs and I was trying to fill them with stuff to talk about or, seals or whatever. And this started coming up. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I'll go back. I rebooted everything. I rebooted the internet. I rebooted the computer, everything. And then I came back in and everything that I had saved, that I had a couple more already available, then this started coming up. And it's annoying me. It really is annoying me. I do have a question for you guys, though, too. How's this time slot? How's this time slot for you? Because with daylight savings changing, I would normally start an hour later than this in the normal time. But that starts to get too late for me too late in the day for me. So I decided to split the difference. So let me know, what do you think about this time slot? Let's see who else we got here. We got Palpatine's Pizza Padawan. How you doing? We got Blake. He is the owner of the channel. I saw Mudcrab earlier say, yeah. We've got Star Round 7. How you doing, Star Round 7? We got Captain Keeley. How you doing? And we've obviously got some lurkers in the chat and stuff like that. How you doing? And the people that come and rewatch the stream, or if you are the first time here and watching, please do smash the subscribe and the like button. They would be greatly appreciated. So we've got some race stuff to talk about. We've got some Andor stuff to talk about. We got a couple of trailers to watch, and there was other. This is the thing. Like there was. Oh, that's right. I wanted to talk about how much no one's talking about Skeleton Crew. Now, I'm sure there's Star Wars channels out there that are, of course, talking about the Skeleton Crew, but what I mean is there's like no hype or anything, and this is like, how many weeks? Like 3 weeks? 1, 2, yeah, basically 3 weeks. We're 3 weeks away from the release of Skeleton Crew, and there is nothing. It is silent. Yeah, they dropped a trailer. What did that do? It didn't get trending or anything. Nobody cared. That cat hair. Yeah, no one cared. This is the thing. Like, I know we started and there was like only 5 when we started. I think this is because of the time difference. So again, let me know what you guys think about this as the start time during the daylight savings period. Or if you're in the US, it's the non-daylight savings period. We got Nuisance Bird here. Tilliam's in the chat. How you doing? Did you upset Elbow? No, I wish that I did. I want to get. Man, this thing is. I want to talk about it. It's so bad. How's it going, Ryan? Good to see you, Jordan. How's it going, Ryan? Hail Knights, everyone. Hail. Mike doesn't care. The big goon and vibes, yes. So yeah, we might have to do a little bit of this from my phone, because this is the other thing too, is like Twitter's working perfectly fine on my phone. Perfectly fine. So this is what makes me think it's not an internet thing. It's like a Twitter thing, but it's only to my desktop. Only on the desktop. Let's have a look. So we got Casual Rage bookmarks, and I did save a couple of things this week. I've got all of that. Did we look at this last week? This is stuff that I would have bought up, right? So this is the upcoming films. But see, oh no, it's there. Simon Kinberg's Star Wars trilogy. Then we've got Mando Grogu. We've got the New Jedi Order. So that tells me, yeah. So that tells me that the trilogy that they announced is separate from this New Jedi Order. That's so dumb, because if that's going to be an episode 10, 11, and 12, like the trilogy, then what is this New Jedi Order? Is this just a standalone in between? Like a 9.5? Then you've got the Dawn of the Jedi. Lando. Is Lando still in the works? Like, really? Dave Filoni's Star Wars movie. Taika Waititi's Star Wars movie. Sean Levy's Star Wars movie. All unnamed stuff. Rogue Squadron and Rian Johnson's trilogy is still on that list. But is that actually just like culture crave? That's like a culture crave thing. So I think that was all that was in there. We've got Jacob as a seal of the week. So I might just have to do it like this for you guys tonight. Because did I even get one? See, that's the thing. I already had a couple of seals of the week saved, and I can't even bring them up now, which is really annoying. Really annoying. Did it work? We'll see. Anyway, let's get into this. G'day, Justin. Good to see you. But see, I've been having issues with X recently, like a lot. Like we went to do, I showed you guys. I wouldn't even be able to show you now, I don't think. Yep, that didn't work. When we did, it was Happy Hump Day, I think, the day that Trump won. And I go, Trump wins. And then it wouldn't let me post that. And then I took away the Trump wins bit in the title, but then had Trump as a hashtag. That didn't work. Like, it's like they got deleted straight away. I did a video. It's on my Twitter. And then I took away all the Trump, everything Trump written in it, and it let me post it. It was really weird. GT, I see you. Yeah, really freaking weird. So the other night, I just want to elaborate on something. The other night, I was playing Call of Duty with like Mozza, I think, and Lethal and stuff. And I happened to mention, like, I don't really care about Star Wars anymore. Like, it's not true, but it is true. Like, I don't care about Disney Star Wars anymore. Like, I'll still get pissed off at it. I can guarantee that. And I'll still get angry at stuff that they do. But I've been able to now separate them so much, like real Star Wars to actual like Disney Star Wars, that I don't have this. It's hard to say. I do think that they're doing damage to the brand. Of course they are. Like with everything that they do, the lore, the canon, the continuity, those things are so important. And of course, they keep labeling this thing Star Wars, but it's not Star Wars. And we know that it's not Star Wars anymore. So I'm able to separate them so much that I don't care about the Disney Star Wars stuff. I'll still point out and say how stupid shit is, but Star Wars has never been better. Come on, man. Come on, man. I've been posting make lightsabers in America again. It keeps on getting removed from YouTube. Really? That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, you just can't say anything that links to Trump or any of Trump's slogans or anything. It's a bit ridiculous. Anyway, let's get into one of the first things that I wanted to talk about, and that is the Rey movie. So it's so funny that we get an announcement of a trilogy, right? There's been so much again that's happened this year when it comes to Lucasfilm, when it comes to Star Wars, when it comes to Disney, but more so on the Lucasfilm side. From the very beginning of the year, things haven't been going well. This year has been an absolute disaster for Disney Lucasfilm. But I think with how much we just keep hearing sort of the same shit over and over and over again from like Daisy Ridley, or like we haven't really heard from Charmin Obaid-Chinoy in a long time. Like she popped out of the woodwork at the beginning of the year. That's where the entire controversy started. And now we're at a point where like we're not even hearing from her. The only person that we're really hearing from now about this entire thing is Daisy Ridley, and it almost comes across as she has no idea what to say about it. And she keeps sort of repeating the same thing. Like we read that thing the other day where she was saying how it's like really exciting and stuff like that. But like how can you know that when you don't even have a script yet? You're just being told that it's really, really exciting. Hey, Mr. Bantham, good to see you. So Rey is said to play a role in several Star Wars movies that are being developed. It's unclear which one will come first. So they're obviously now talking about the trilogy that's been announced. Man, what are they doing? Seriously, what are they doing? I'm so happy that like I can now see these tweets. I can't reply or anything because I'm blocked. Oh, the only thing that I can do is like or bookmark. But yeah, I'm blocked too. Discussing film. I don't know why. I don't know how I got blocked. But here we go. IGN. This is ridiculous. Ray, of all people, Ray is the most valuable cinematic asset in some way, maybe the only one Star Wars has right now. How can you possibly think that she's the most valuable asset? That character, of all the characters in Star Wars, dude. I don't want you to touch this character, but a character that has never even been seen on screen. Revan. Okay, video game. I understand. But like on screen, like in movie or a show. Revan is a way more valuable asset than Rey could ever be. Now, again, it's not to give them the idea. I don't want them to touch the character. It would be one of the most horrible things that they could possibly do. But dude, Bane is Vitiate is a more valuable character than Rey could ever be. But this comes from an anonymous source close to the franchise. How can you possibly think that this character is the most valuable asset you have? Vader, despite the fact that he's dead during this era, is still a more valuable character or a more valuable cinematic asset than Rey could ever be. Yeah. Mike Hill for $5 says Disney hoping to put their faith on Ray Palpatine to save Star Wars again. Well, the funny thing is that the entire thing about saving Star Wars, like the funniest thing is that it comes from people that enjoy Disney Star Wars. So like they'll get a trailer and they're like, "Oh, we're back, baby. We're back." Back from what? Back from the last show that you enjoyed? Or are you just saying we're back in the sense that you think that every fan out there is going to like just praise the shit out of it like you seals out there do, like you shills out there do? And that's what's going to be back? Is that what you're saying? Thank you, Mike, for the $5. Appreciate it. Okay, Lara. Yes, you will catch me on the replay. She watches every show, every single one. Thank you so much. I appreciate your support and your loyalty. Really do. But yeah, like, dude, cinematic asset. Jesus. The funny thing is like Revan isn't even a cinematic asset and would still be a more valuable cinematic asset. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's ridiculous. Let's hear some words from Daisy Ridley herself.
You know what's funny?
Actually, let me put my headphones on so we don't get any echo. And I'm going to have to reshare it because it cuts out the audio when I plug my headphones in. All right, here we go.
You were 21 though when you took on Star Wars. How do you approach the role now? Is it a bit different?
It's strange. The idea of it is quite different because I look back and think I was a child, and and I don't entirely feel like an adult all the time, but I'm older now.
Yeah.
But also I've been away from it for a while. So to come back, it feels like something I know, but also something new. So I think it will feel very exciting and quite nerve-wracking.
Yeah. You were 21.
I think the nerve-wracking side of that would probably have to be the fact that she is nervous based on the response of the trilogy that she was a part of. How could you not be? Like, I'm sorry, even in the answers that she gives, that's a really bad pause, freeze frame for her. But even in the answers that she gives and the way that she gives the answers, it does come across as not having much confidence. And the thing is that, you know, when they pranced her out last year at Star Wars Celebration, and she would have been contracted. Like, they would have set something up. They'd obviously contracted her. She would have needed the work. I got to take this down because it's a really, really bad freeze frame. Let's just move it to there. Are you clipping that freeze frame higher? Oh, it was really bad. Now I can't even remember what I was saying. Fuck. It just comes across as she's got no confidence in it. And it's funny that she's the one that's been talking the most about these, you know, the script coming and stuff like that. She's the one that's been basically out there giving updates to people about what's happening with this. The thing is the crazy thing to me is that we still don't have like distinctive answers on which one is coming first. Which ones is she actually a part of? What is her actual role? I heard this thing going around about how she is going to be the Obi-Wan of this new series. And it's like, okay, hang on a second. You created a new character. You've created basically an entire new universe and labeled it Star Wars. You keep referencing Star Wars, and Star Wars now has just become this self-referencing franchise where the only way that you can keep audiences engaged is to have the Star Wars references showing on the screen. The holocrons, the lightsabers, it's red, the Vadering, be Vadered. Like, that they're the only things now that matter. And you're trying to say that like you're this is going to be the most exciting, it's the most amazing. We hear this stuff constantly from these people. But like, this is the other thing too, is that all we get are these announcements, constant announcements out of Lucasfilm. Another movie gets announced. Oh, this person's attached to this movie. This person's attached to this movie. It has been 5 years. 5 years since the last Star Wars movie, and all they have been able to produce is shitty, crappy Star Wars shows for Disney Plus that have actually diminished in returns since Mandalorian Season 1 all the way through to The Acolyte, to the point where they're investing, I don't know, $300 million to make a crappy therapy session for the director. Like, what is happening there? What? This is a business, right? Where are the business people over there? Like, honestly. You know, and the funny thing is, like, with Trump being elected and stuff like that, is you're starting to see, like, the wokeness it's starting to be phased out now. People are just not giving a fuck anymore. They've realized that they are the majority. They have realized that they are the majority, and they just don't give a fuck anymore. Like they shouldn't have to begin with. This is why I thought that clip of Joe Rogan, I think he was doing the thing with Theo Vaughn. I can't remember which one it was. It was one recently. I watched the entire thing. But he was talking about how these celebrities keep coming up to him and go, oh, thank you for endorsing Trump. You know, like, we can't say it because we'll be fired. What the fuck are you talking about? You realize now that you're the majority. Say it. Say it. If there are that many of you and you end up being the majority and you all say it, what, is it Hollywood just going to cancel all of you? More than 50% of Hollywood's going to get canceled because they voted or they picked the orange man. It's so crazy to me how culture as well and politics have seeped together the way that they have. It's crazy. It's actually crazy. Ghostface, I see you. Russell Hall, see you. Sergeant, I see you. But yeah, like the lack of confidence that I see in Daisy Ridley's face tells a very, very big story when she answers these questions. And that's not me saying that I don't think that these things won't happen at all. In fact, I actually kind of hope that they happen. We'll get our first the first movie, the first Star Wars movie. They're hoping. I swear, what they're hoping is that they're hoping for a resurgence like there was with the prequel trilogy. Right? They've put it on a hiatus in regards to being this cinematic thing. Right? They go out. They're now making some movies. Apparently, that first one that comes out, it's gonna tell a very, very, very big story when we see what it does at the box office. Now, again, box office doesn't determine whether or not something is good or bad. But my point is that so many people have given Disney Lucasfilm so many chances for some strange reason, to the point where a lot of people have tapped out. Now, you guess you're going to have your Star Wars theories that might go into it saying, oh, I think it's going to be shit. You know, this isn't really going to be good. It's Rey. It's a bad character, blah, blah, blah. Goes in there, comes out, rides the fence. Oh, it was fine. It didn't really do anything. It wasn't really great. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Like that, those people are going to be out there. Right? But the majority of Star Wars fans are so far tapped out. A lot of them aren't even watching it. They're watching YouTube channels. People were getting more entertainment out of The Acolyte from watching Disparu or watching Ryan just, do his news stories on what's actually happening, or watching Gary, watching Drunk 3PO, watching people that aren't even watching it, watching Darth Melvin, watching Grizzy's shill react videos, watching then the guys that aren't even really paying that much attention. They're paying attention, don't get me wrong, but they're more interested in like talking about the good side of Star Wars and the EU and stuff like that, like your Tims and your Aloras. Now, they would get the enjoyment out of watching, the reviews and stuff like that too. But how many people how many Star Wars fans do you think are watching like Gary or watching Disparu or watching Ryan and then going and watching Star Wars Theory and going, maybe it isn't that bad? Now, when it comes to the Acolyte, obviously Theory was shitting all over it. But I swear to God, there was a lot of things that I reckon he didn't really notice himself. He noticed through like Mauler talking about these things. His reactions to some of the things that they say tells that story. I was watching you and Melvin for Kenobi, Andor, Bad Batch Season 2, etc. before I started channel, yeah. He's dedicated all his time to reviewing Jaws. But yeah, like this Rey movie, what is she now a part of 4 movies? She's doing a trilogy, or is she going to be okay? Think about this: if they're saying that she's the Kenobi type character, they do an isolated standalone movie. They try and make her badass as possible, which they already basically have made her badass, but in a Mary Sue way. But they try and make her as badass as possible. And then they do the trilogy, and in the first episode of that trilogy, she dies off like a Kenobi die-off. Matt Wilkins, yes. 100% Matt Wilkins. Like, and that's why that they're referencing her as maybe a Kenobi type character. Russell Hall for $2 says they phased out nearly every old celebrity. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But if the thing is if there are more of them, like basically they're closeted Trump supporters, right? They went out, they voted for him, they, support him and everything, and they think that he's a good dude and blah, 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 but they just can't say it. I think that that's ridiculous to say that now. To me, that is ridiculous to say that now. Is that someone knocking at my door? Sorry, just give me 1 second. I got to check that. It's twice now that I've heard it. Can you guys hear that? I don't know. That was weird. Perhaps it was the neighbor hanging a picture. I don't know. Anyway, did you guys hear it at all? Like a bang, bang, bang. Anyway. Yes, please do smash that like button. Thank you, Soul Assassin. Doing some great modding there. Killy Chow, how you doing? All right. Let's move on to Andor Season 2. So again, I want to point out, there's probably a lot more talk about Andor Season 2 than there is about Skeleton Crew, which is crazy. Crazy to think that in 3 weeks' time, Disney Lucasfilm is releasing another show and there's no real hype. Like I said, they dropped a trailer. Oh, actually, let's have a look at that really quickly before we get into the Andor thing. See, YouTube is fine. I'm pretty sure I can load into YouTube and it works good. Let's see. Star Wars. We want this official Star Wars Isn't that funny? That when I search Star Wars in like just the search, the first things that come up is Star Wars Theory Wave Episode 5, because he's live right now with, anyway, a Star Wars Meg video. Like, the channel doesn't even pop up for fucking ages. Anyway, here we go. So let's take a look at how this trailer has performed for them. There it is. So it's got 3.5 million views. We are certainly not watching. Isn't that nuts? Let's go and have a look at the other trailer, actually. So 3.5 million views. It's only got 34,000 up to 15 down. Like, that's pretty bad for 3.5 million views, right? You'd think that that's pretty bad. Where's the other? There's the other Skeleton Crew trailer. This has 4.8 million views. Yeah, look at that for engagement. 4.8 million views, and it's had 58,000 up to 34,000 down. That's not even that good. Obviously not ratioed, but that's fucking horrible. But this other trailer has 3.5 and only, 32 up, did I say? $34 up to 15 down. See, this is what I'm saying about, like, when we finally do get a movie, it'll just give us a better indication of where Star Wars is actually at. And I think Lucasfilm is scared of actually seeing what the result of that is. I don't think that they're scared of investing the money into the waste. Like, they've done it with multiple Disney Plus shows already. So I don't think they care about, like, the waste of money. But what they will care about is when it is blatantly obvious and to everybody that they have destroyed the franchise. And the best indication, I think, of that is going to be the box office. What's the biggest thing out of all the movies that came out? What's the biggest thing that people constantly, like, throw in Disney's face to show how the fans felt? Let's see if you guys are thinking the same thing that I am before I say it. I got to wait a second because obviously the lag. Let's see. Yeah, it is box office. That's true. Because you see the trends of the box office. Yeah, The Last Jedi. But I think it's this. I think Justin's got it. I think it's that. Because they want to blame it on other things, right? They want to point the finger elsewhere. They want to say it's somebody else's problem. They also changed didn't they change directors of this movie? I can't remember now. There's so much mess in there. But anyway, I think it's this. This showed that The Last Jedi came out because The Last Jedi was a financial success, despite the fact that there was depreciating numbers after The Force Awakens. Quite a big drop, actually. But Solo losing money, that sticks out to them as well, big time. You got Force Awakens, right? Massive peak. What, $2 billion movie? You've got The Last Jedi, 1.5 million, something like that. Then you've got, and obviously between there and there you had Rogue One. Rogue One, I don't know exactly what the box office was for that, but I think it was fine. But then Solo comes out, and man, people just protested big time. It was one of these successful boycotts, you could say. But I think with what they've done since then, has done more damage, obviously. The people that gave it a chance and thought, all right, well, let's see what they do with Obi-Wan Kenobi. They watched it. They thought, wow, that's shit. They then go out and watch YouTube videos, watch reviews. People are thinking the same thing and saying the same thing. And then you do get those people out there that sit there and say, it's red, it's red. Who are they watching? Who are they paying attention to? The people that are sitting there saying it's ridiculous that they're able to get, let's say, from one part of the galaxy to the other in a snap of their fingers? Or are they more interested in the person going, oh my God, it's Darth Vader. Oh my God, it's a lightsaber. Oh my God, it's a holocron. Oh my God, it's a Temple Guard helmet. Oh my God, it's this character. Oh my God, he said the line. Like, who are they watching? Who are they paying attention to? Now, this is going to be an interesting one. We'll go back to Andor here. This is going to be an interesting one. Right? Because Andor was received, out of all the shows, even Mandalorian Season 1, I believe that Andor has been received better than all of them, although not a lot of people watched it. The ones that jumped in for the first 2 or 3 episodes got so bored that they tuned out. People that continued watching it thought that there was good character development. The writing was better. And I'll argue the fact that they are right about that. It's still not good, though. It just didn't have its numbers. It just didn't have the numbers, though. And the word of mouth thing didn't work on this thing. But do you know why the word of mouth thing didn't work on this thing? Because really the only people that people actually trust, that I know of that would actually trust, that watched it, was Mauler and the EFAP crew and Critical Drinker. It wasn't Gary, it wasn't Jeremy, it wasn't Ryan, it wasn't there were a lot of people in that sphere that just didn't care to watch it. They just don't care anymore. So they just didn't watch it. Some of them out of that group did give it a chance for a couple of episodes, but yes, got bored and stopped watching it. But I still think it's bad. And this is what's interesting, is this is now coming out after The Acolyte. And after, I believe, after people are waking up even a little bit more than they were when season 1 came out, from what's actually going on with their entertainment these days. So I think now it's going to be harder for Andor, despite the fact that maybe it did start at a low and then it did start to creep up. And, you know, that's probably the only one that's actually done that. All of them have started at a point and then sort of you've had diminishing returns. This is probably the only one that started at a point and maybe slightly went up. People, like a little bit of the word of mouth worked, a little bit. But again, Andor Season 2 will reportedly premiere on April 22nd on Disney+. It's interesting that they're, like, I'm not saying that they can't go out and promote the fact that Andor Season 2 is coming out. But again, with how much they are lacking in the promotion of Skeleton Crew. Oh, man. To me, it actually tells me how much faith they don't have in Skeleton Crew. But there was a little bit more in regards to Andor. So first look, still, I don't know why they have to put the still in there, for Ben Mendelsohn's, or Mendelsohn, I should say, as Krennic in Andor Season 2. This is the thing, is that they're going to be, and I had another thing for this. Hold on, I need to now find it on my phone so that I can share it with you. Mike Hill, where are you, Mike? So this is, I'm just show you this so that you can see. So this is Star Wars Holocron. This is annoying as hell, isn't it? Star Wars Holocron. So I'm just going to read this to you. We want to do that. Okay, so Ben Mendelsohn, so this guy, when asked whether Moff Tarkin will be in Andor season 2, I can't answer that. I can't answer that, and I delight in not being able to answer your question. It's a beautiful thing. So he's just happy that he can't answer his question, which you could argue means that he's in there, right? It's going to be interesting because didn't the like family of him or something recently win a lawsuit against Disney for using him in Rogue One? And there's this as well from Culture Crave. It says, Tony Gilroy says, Andor Season 2 will tell the story of Yavin like never before. And this is the quote. I mean, we have... Do they? I mean, we have to end up in Yavin, right? This is what he's saying. No one has quite dealt with Yavin the way we will be doing it. Sorry, I completely fucked that up. But does it need to end at Yavin? I thought it was ending at Rogue One. Oh, they are on Yavin in Rogue One, aren't they? Because that's where the base is. Yes, of course. Okay. But like, to me, this is promotion by jangling keys. This is promotion by dangling keys. This isn't promotion by telling a story about, or at least telling the audience at least what the story is sort of going to be. Now, we kind of know the story that it's got to be, right? But like, there's so many things too. There's so many things wrong with Andor season 1. But, the whole thing about him looking for his sister. You don't think that they're going to try and jump on that and use that? With everything else that they've done. He'll find his sister will be like, and after his death in Rogue One, he basically will become a martyr, and it will get her out of hiding to fight the Empire, and she'll be a real important part of the building of the rebellion or something, and it would be Andor's sister. Like something like that. I wouldn't put it past him to do something like that. It's just, it is so disappointing. It really is with what they've done. Is there anything else on this that I actually want to... Sorry, guys. Again, I don't know what's going on with my computer at the moment. Oh, Tillium, did you ask that here? You did. So Tillium asks, Disney Lucasfilm and Dave Filoni are authentic. Do you think Disney Lucasfilm will go the TV movie route? No. I don't think that they not the first time. I don't think that they can get away with doing that. If they do that, If they do that, let's say they make a Rey movie and they don't even release it in theaters. They don't even release it, like, let's say the next movie that comes out, they don't even release in theaters. They release it on Disney Plus. That's an admission of something. I think we all know what that something is. That means that they know that the movie that they've got on their hands is shit. That also means that they know that it's not going to do well at the box office. And whatever money they've wasted in making the movie they'll have to waste more money advertising this thing in theaters. And that, I don't know. I just don't think that that they'd do something like that, to be honest with you. Now let me check again if there's anything more that I wanted to talk about. There's that. That's all okay. Okay, we're fine there. We are going to do Seal of the Week, but again, I'm going to have to do it from my phone. But I think we do need to still do it. So, Mike... God, you send me so much stuff that I'd be wanting to bring up here. A new article from the Hollywood Reporter confirms that Rogue Squadron and Star Wars movies from Taika Waititi and Sean Levy are still in development. When were these fucking movies announced? Like, seriously, when were these fucking things announced? What is it? Rogue Squad movie. When was Rogue Squadrons announced? So, okay, it was first announced at the end of 2020 and was put on the calendar for a December 2023 theatrical release. That's one. What was the other one? Taika Waititi. Star Wars movie. Taika Waititi's was announced in May 2020. And these are still in development. We're at the end of 2024. We're about to start 2025. That's 5 years. Now, yeah, they might have been shelved. They might have been put on hold. There was obviously the writer's strike. There was other obvious things. But, like, come on. These things are still in development. I mean, I'll believe it when I see it. I really, really will believe it when I see it. And when was Sean Levy's? Star Wars. Wasn't he like 2022? Star Wars film. November 2022 it was announced. Yeah. So, like, okay. 3 more movies that are still in development. Again, I'll believe it when I see it. Was there an Andor trailer this week? I am curious. Because we got a Mission Impossible trailer and we got a Captain America Brave New World trailer. And then Disney Plus also released like a coming in 2025 trailer that we're going to just have a look at. But was there an Andor trailer? Trailer. No, that's like coming in that's the coming in. That's what I've got. Oh, okay. So it must, they all look like they're the same thing as what I'm about to show. And anything that is, like, I just don't trust trailers anymore because there's so many like fake trailer things out there. Yeah, okay. The IGN movie trailer that is saying that it's for Andor, but it's like Andor, Daredevil, something else. What's the other thing that's in here? Oh, and more. Okay, so it's like a trailer for just everything coming in 2025. So that's where people are talking about the Andor trailer. There must have been like a little segment in that, but we will watch that. Actually, let's watch that now. Let's watch that now. Guys, I'm sorry. This is going to be a really, really short stream because like I've gone through everything that I can in regards to my tabs, and I've been checking throughout the stream whether or not I'm actually still shut out on my desktop, and I am, which is really shit. Anyway, let's watch this. Hey, Melissa. So again, this isn't like an Andor specific trailer. This is just obviously what's coming for Disney Plus in 2025, and there's like Andor stuff in here. So let's take a look.
I got something coming up, something kind of big.
I actually don't mind that dude as an actor. I thought he was actually kind of really good in Top Gun.
It just feels like the one.
Oh, there he is.
Make it worth it.
Let's make it worth it. Okay.
Excellent.
Sometimes your work family is closer to you than your family.
This could be a real adventure.
A crew of murderous pirates is coming.
Uh-huh. I gotta say, even just that little bit in there looks so shit. It really does. It really, really does. Man.
The president lying next to his bed.
Did you kill him?
I have one rule. Stay out of the basement. This ship collected specimens on faraway moon. Monsters.
I want to build something iconic.
How far are you willing to go? Get what you want.
By the look of it, you've come up in the world. I wonder if your darker half would agree.
What's up? It's Russ Holiday, former quarterback. But I'm not done with football.
You get to decide who you are.
My name's Chad Powers.
Your family was fostering a little girl. We're supposed to be on the same team.
True that we are on the same team.
She's not who she says she is. Is there no one who can help us?
We need a pilot.
You're thinking like a thief.
I'm thinking like a soldier.
Think like a leader.
Something big is about to happen. Let's bring them home.
All of this world, everything's changed.
see how much of Skeleton Crew they showed at the end there? It's actually kind of funny, to be honest. So it's like Andor right here at the end. Andor from there, that's the Andor image. And there's your Skeleton Crew image. It's like man, it's so quick. There you go. That's Disney Plus 2025. Honestly, the only thing that sort of interests me is probably this. I did like the Percy Jackson, like, I didn't mind them. But, like, other than that, there's nothing else really. Alien Earth, I don't know about that. This kind of looked all right. I do like sports movies. Andor, no, don't care. Yeah. Well, good luck, Disney. In 2025, you're going to have your work cut out for you, and I don't think you're prepared for it at all. At all. Cellshade, for his 8-month member chat, says, "Hail the Casual Rage," with these emojis there. Thank you very much, Cellshade, for your membership. Appreciate it. So yeah, that's that. So again, I do find it funny that Andor is like overtaking the promotional basically slot at the moment for Skeleton Crew, which is due in 3 weeks. It's kind of interesting. God, I feel so fucking weird not having everything set and ready to go. It's actually really annoying the shit out of me now. Let's see. Can I use it yet? Are you going to let me? Oh, no. Oh, man. Let's see. Okay. Ooh. You see Tyson slap? Yeah, getting phone calls. One more. Where's that one more? Oh, I think it's in Mike Hill. Where is it? Oh, hang on. Maybe not here. No, it's not there. It's in my bookmarks, I'm pretty sure. There it is. There it is. All right. Well, it's still going to be a short one because I'm still unorganized. So we are going to do Seal of the Week. Unfortunately, we do only have 3 this week, but it's okay. It's okay. And fuck, we've only gone an hour. It's going to be one of the shortest Casual Rages, guys. I'm sorry. Hopefully next week will be a little bit better. And we're creeping up on Casual Rage 200. It's going to be early in the new year, January 10th, by the looks of things, as long as we maintain a show each week until then. Which it might end up, it'll probably be in January sometime, but I'm just thinking like over the Christmas week. I don't know what day Christmas actually falls on. What day is it? Christmas Day falls on a Wednesday. Okay. So we'll probably be okay then. Oh, it depends on work. Anyway, I'll let you guys know. It's Casual Rage 200 is going to be sometime in the new year, January sometime. And I'm going to be putting some feelers out to have some guests on. We're going to have some fun. I don't know. I've got to work out some games and some shit that we can actually do with some guests on the stream. and some topics and some discussion. But we will get there. So get ready for that. That's going to be awesome. All right, let's do this, shall we?
I'm all the Jedi.
All right, so we've got excuse me, our number one nominee for the week. Our first nominee is from Darth Thunder. Now, Darth Thunder's had a few nominees this year. It's quite miraculous. I think also won a couple. Again, I've got to go through and figure out who Seal of the Year is by the time we get to the end of the year, which I'll do very, very soon. But says, still crazy to think some people thought this was bad. We literally got a dark side user using a Cortosis helmet headbutt a freaking lightsaber. The Acolyte was such a cool and bold series. It's truly sad it didn't get renewed for season 2. Well, that's sad for you, isn't it? So that's nominee number 1. Nominee number 2 is from Jacob. This is the one that we saved from last week. The great Mike Hill sent this to me. If the Rey standalone movie actually becomes an entire trilogy centered around her, then I'm taking this as the biggest win imaginable. Sequel trilogy fans, still stay winning. Yep, stay winning, sequel trilogy fans. Hey, despite whether or not you like or dislike any of the Disney Plus shows that have come out, at least it's what you want, and at least you're winning. And then the last one is from Cam. It's a he, him, pronouns in bio. Says, yo, they got the lightsaber collection from the High Republic. What a bummer that he wasted all that money. There are your 3 nominees for this week's Seal of the Week. Let me put the poll in the chat here. There we go. Poll is in the chat. Phone calls all over the place here. What the hell is going on? All right. Fuck. God, I hate when these work things happen while I'm streaming. I need to sort this out, but it's all right. We're nearly done. Sorry again, guys. It's been a nightmare today. An absolute nightmare. Okay, so Mission Impossible trailer. Mission Impossible trailer. Here we go.
Lives are not defined by any one action.
I do want to say I didn't mind the first one. I don't think it's the best Mission Impossible movie, but I didn't mind it.
Our lives are the sum of our choices. this.
When the need for certainty is absolute and the odds are deemed impossible, the mission falls to him.
Should he choose to accept?
For every life you tried to save, you gambled millions more. And now the fate of every living soul on earth is your responsibility.
That's the pattern, isn't it? You refuse to sacrifice the ones you hold close.
You've always been on the right side, brother. I have no regrets. Neither should you.
I need you to trust me. One last time.
Oops.
Friends.
Yeah. I gotta say, I didn't mind it. I was a little distracted there. It's fucking annoying because I do need to go. So I was gonna watch the Captain America trailer, but I really don't care about it anyway. I don't think anybody really cares about it, to be honest. With that, so I'm gonna wrap up the stream. We're gonna wrap up Seal of the Week, and yeah. When did this drop? Man, I just closed the window. It was this week sometime. But yeah. We got Darth Angel for $5 says Transformers Revenge of the Fallen looks like a masterpiece to the Disney trilogy. Yeah, it does. That is very true. Thanks for the $5. Appreciate that. All right, let's close the poll, and then I've got to sort this out. I might stream on my Twitch. I might stream some Call of Duty. I've seen a few people that are playing Call of Duty right now, and I might try and jump in one of them after I obviously sort this stuff out and maybe eat something. But all right, here we go. We're ending the poll. We got 15 votes. There is a clear winner. The poll has ended. So in last place with 13% of the vote was number 3, the Yo with the lightsaber collection from the High Republic. In second place, the runner-up with 33% of the vote was Darth Thunder. Unfortunately, it was a bad take and definitely got a good amount of votes, but not good enough. And the winner of this week's Seal of the Week with 53% of the vote was J.I. Akeb with his stupid take about how the Disney sequel trilogy fans are winning. Congratulations. You also won Seal of the Week.
I'm all the Jedi.
All right, guys. Thank you again for being here. It is probably the shortest ever casual rage we've done. We only went for an hour and 14 minutes, an hour and a quarter, basically. And I do apologize. Again, everything with my computer was stuffing up. and now I need to go and sort out something to do with work, which is very, very important. But also too, like I could go, I've done it before where I just go and sort it out and then I come back, but I've really got nothing because everything sort of stuffed up this morning. So again, I do apologize. Once again, I will probably be over on my Twitch. I did a stream last night, just playing some Call of Duty. So if you want, you can go and give us a follow over there, and you'll probably catch me over there a little bit later today. Thanks everyone again. Thanks to all the lurkers and the rewatchers. Thanks for everyone for being here. Super chatters, members, everyone. You're all awesome. Thank you guys. We will see you next week for Casual Rage 193. Later, guys.
They came bounding over.
Fuck off! Disney! You fucking cunt! A few minutes? Are you kidding? At the rate they're gaining?
No, what is it? You have to shoot this. Traveling through hyperspace is like Dustin Crop's kid. Without precise calculations, we fly too close to a store. They're bounce into a supermarket and then...
Yeah.
Be a hell of a mess.
What's that?
Watch. You're losing the deflector shields. Go strap yourselves in. Be careful on the way out.
Yeah, sure. I'm taking very caution.
You go away.
We bounced too near a supermarket?